Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Signing with Omar. Today is part 1 of medical signs. Are you ready? Let's get started. The first sign we'll start with is appointment. To sign appointment, simply take your non-dominant hand, place that out in front of the body, forming a fist, palm facing downward. Now with your dominant hand, you'll take the hand with the fingers slightly spread apart. Then from here, you will do a circular clockwise motion right above the top of the non-dominant hand. And then from here, you'll go back to the center, make the hand shape of an A, and then tap the back of the non-dominant hand. So let me show you what that whole sign looks like together. One more time from the side and then to the front again. That is how you sign appointment. To sign blood. To sign blood, simply take your non-dominant hand with the fingers extended apart, place it on the chest. From here, take your dominant hand, extend out the index finger. With this index finger, slightly tap in a downward motion the chin. Let me show you that from the side. Then from here, open that hand up, and from here, wiggle the fingers. They will slightly tap the back of the non-dominant hand and go just a little bit below that hand. So let me show you what that looks like all together from the side. That is how you sign blood. For the sign sick. To sign sick, simply take both hands, take the middle fingers and bend them downwards. Take your dominant middle finger, place that on the forehead, then take your non-dominant middle finger, put that right there on the abdomen, and now show on your face that you're sick or not feeling well. Let me show you that one more time. That is how you sign sick. For the sign coronavirus. To sign the coronavirus, simply take your non-dominant hand, form a fist. I normally do the hand shape of an S. And then from here, you'll take your dominant hand with the fingers extended outwards, place the palm of the dominant hand on top of the fist of the non-dominant hand. Now, the fingers are pointing slightly in a 45-degree angle of the body. Now, from here, you'll take your dominant hand, twist them till the fingers are pointing straight ahead. Let me show you that one more time. That is how you sign coronavirus. The sign diagnosis. To sign diagnosis, simply take both hands and form V's. From here, you will do the sign evaluate. You'll start up upwards, and then from here, you will bend the fingers, the index and the middle finger, as if they're taking something and moving it slightly apart, and you'll go in a downwards motion. And then from here, with your dominant hand, you'll pretend as if you're picking something, like this. To do this, you simply take your index finger and your thumb, bring that away from the body. Then from here, it'll come towards the body, and as it comes towards the body, the index finger and the thumb comes together. Now let me show you what that whole sign looks like all together. That is how you sign diagnosis. For the sign to die or death, simply take both hands, extend them out in front of the body. Now, the dominant hand will have the fingers extended apart with the palm facing down. Now, the non-dominant hand will have the palm facing upwards. Now, with one motion, you will turn the hands in the opposite direction so that now the dominant hand, the palm is facing upward, and the non-dominant hand, the palm is facing downwards. Let me show you that one more time. That is how you sign death or to die. Now for the sign to pass away. The sign pass away is a lot more gentler than the other sign death or to die. And so to sign this, simply take your non-dominant hand, form a C. With the C placed out on its side in front of the body. Now with your dominant hand, you will take that hand, place that right inside the cuff of the non-dominant C, with the fingers spread apart. Now the hand will go downwards, and as the hand goes downwards in between the cuff of the non-dominant C, the fingers come together and down. Let me show you again from the side. That is how you sign to pass away. The sign doctor. To sign doctor, simply take your non-dominant hand, place that out in front of the body with the palm facing upward. Now, with your dominant hand, you'll actually bring the four fingers together with the thumb actually lateral. From here, you will bend the four fingers and then tap either near the wrist or on the wrist twice. Let me see if I can show you from the side. That is how you sign doctor. Now for the sign nurse, is very similar to doctor. You'll simply take that non-dominant hand with the palm facing upward in front of the body. Now with your dominant hand, form the letter N, just like this, which is actually taking your thumb, placing that right in between the ring finger and the middle finger. And from here, take the middle finger and the index finger and bring them down. Now, if you did not know this was an N, I did make a video on the alphabet, so why don't you go and check that out. Now, with this N, I will take the middle finger and the index finger and tap twice right there by the wrist or near the wrist. Now, you also may see it like this. Either way is fine. That is how you sign nurse. The sign hospital. To sign hospital, simply take your dominant hand, extend out the index finger and the middle finger. Now from here, take that right on the opposite shoulder or the non-dominant shoulder. From here, bring the fingers downwards and then bring them across as if you're doing a cross sign. That is how you sign hospital. Now for the sign clinic, it's very similar to hospital, but with your dominant hand, you will form a C. Bring that to the non-dominant shoulder, bring it downwards and then across. Let me see if I can bring that a little closer to you. That is how you sign clinic. The sign infection. To sign infection, simply take your dominant hand, place that out in front of the body, form the hand shape of I, and then rock that back and forth in front of the body. That is the sign for infection. This is also the sign for insurance, so you're getting double for your money there. Infection or insurance. Now, while I'm here, why don't I do the sign for emergency? Very similar to infection and insurance, except the dominant hand forms the letter E and rock that back and forth side to side. That is how you sign emergency. For the sign kill or to kill. To sign this, simply take your non-dominant hand, place that out in front of the body with the palm facing towards the side. Extend out the fingers. Now, with your dominant hand, form the letter K. And from here, the K will go in a downward arc motion. And while it's going down, it will strike up against the palm of the non-dominant hand. Let me see if I can show you that from the side. That is how you sign kill. The sign medication. To sign medication, simply take your non-dominant hand, place that out in front of the body with the palm facing upward. Now, with your dominant hand, you will extend out the fingers but bend the middle finger, and this middle finger will go right there, either in the center or near the wrist of the non-dominant hand. And from here, it would rock back and forth. Let me show you that one more time. That is how you sign medication. For the sign pill, very similar to medication. You first start with doing the sign medication, and then from here, you'll take the index finger of the dominant hand and pretend to flick something in the mouth. One more time, let me show you what that whole sign looks like. That is how you sign pill. The sign migraine. To sign migraine, simply take both hands, do the hand shape of the letter M for both sides. Bring these towards the temple. Now, with your dominant hand, the palm is going to be facing forward. The non-dominant hand is going to be actually facing the signer. And from here, you will twist them into the opposite directions. Do that twice. That is how you sign migraine. For the sign muscle, there's a few ways to do that. Let me show you the first. Simply take your non-dominant hand, extend out with the biceps showing. Now with your dominant hand, form the letter M. And from here, that M will trace or outline the shape of the bicep. Now the other way you do it is extend out that non-dominant hand with the biceps showing. From here, you'll take your dominant hand and kind of cuff fingers like this and then touch the bicep. That is how you sign muscle. The sign pain. To sign pain, simply take both hands, extend out the index finger. Now, when I'm starting this sign, I will have my dominant hand with the palm facing away from me, and the non-dominant hand, the palm will be facing me. Now from here, I will twist both in the opposite directions twice. Now, what you can do, just say you're having pain in maybe your chest, or maybe in your knee, or a different part of the body. If you actually do that sign in the area where the body is in pain, we'll know that this is the part of the body that's aching you or hurting. Maybe it's in your chest, or maybe it could be in your knee or your leg, but that is how you sign pain. The sign patient. The sign patient is very similar to hospital and clinic, except you take the dominant hand and you form the letter P. Now with this, you'll take the middle finger, go downwards and then across, just like you did with hospital and clinic. That is how you sign patient. To sign prescription. Now, the abbreviation for prescription is RX, but perhaps maybe the person that you're signing to don't know that it's actually a prescription, or they're not familiar with the letters RX. What I would do in that situation is I would sign medication, and then I would sign doctor and give. So let me show you what I would do one more time. Medication, doctor, give. That is how I would sign prescription. For the sign health or recovery. To sign this, simply take both hands, extend out the fingers. Now take the dominant hand, bring that closer to the shoulder, and take the other hand and bring that closer towards the chest. And then from here, the fingers will come up against the body, scrape up against the body, and then come away in fists, almost as if you're making a muscle. That is how you sign health or recovery. Now, these are a few of my medical signs. Now, if you learned anything from this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. Next, hit that subscribe button. And last but not least, hit that notification button and stay tuned for my next ASL video.